You're watching Mental Health with Marcie, and I'm Marcie. In today's video, we are going to talk about body image and mental health. Now, this is a concept that has been proposed multiple times over many months, and I have avoided making it for good reason. We will get into it, but here I am finally making this video about body image, and the reasons I've really been avoiding it is because it's a really sore subject for me. It is a sensitive topic. It is triggering for my anxiety and depression. So I just want to give a big disclaimer here that if, talking about body image is triggering for you and you'd rather not watch this video, feel free to drop now, but just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, let's talk about body image. And so body image is really about like how you see yourself, and I see how that relates to mental health with how you feel about yourself. Do you feel like you look good? Do you feel happy in your own skin? How do you see your body, as your body changes over time, as you age, as you gain or lose weight, as, your body changes, as all of our bodies do? How do you see yourself? How is that reflection? How does that make you feel inside? And for me, most of the time, at least right now, I have I don't know if you call it poor body image, but I don't feel good about how I look. And so I don't know if I used to feel good about how I look, but I used to be a lot thinner. Again, this is many years ago, but specifically in high school, I used to run cross country. I was like so much thinner. Looking at pictures of myself is actually very triggering and difficult for me. Previous pictures where I was a lot thinner, even looking through the thumbnails of this channel, I've gained a significant amount of weight since I've started this channel. And it's really hard just to look at my face and see it progress and in a way that I don't like. And so I have felt very bad about myself and put myself down. I've had a lot of negative self-talk, and I know that's not healthy for me. It's just one of those things where you get it in your head, either your depression brain, your anxiety brain, whatever mental health condition you have. For me personally, it just gets in my mind that I look the worst, like I'm the worst person in the world for, looking like this and, not feeling good about myself. And I have those negative self-thoughts, every single day. And it's a real struggle just to make it through, to be honest. That's a huge factor in a lot of my depressive episodes is specifically my weight. And I've gone through my clothes semi-recently and realized that a lot of them didn't fit. And so I got rid of them, donated them, to a local charity store. But it's just really hard just realizing, I guess where you are in your journey, whether that be a mental health journey, weight journey, body image journey, whatever. I specifically am, really struggling with how I look, with my weight, and, how that makes me feel about myself, how my mental health is doing. And so I just really, honestly, I'm not sure what to do about it. I will make comments to my girlfriend all the time about like, oh, I'm just so ugly. I look so awful today. Like, I hate how I look. I'm so fat. I'm such a cow. Like, I will say all of that stuff to her. She doesn't like that. She doesn't agree with me. She will tell me I'm beautiful and all the things, but it's really hard to believe it, especially when you have a mental health condition where you have that depression brain or anxiety brain that's just lying to you and like telling you all of these negative thoughts. And so those really seep in and make an impact. Again, at least for me personally, I don't know if you have ever struggled with your body image or self-image, what you think about yourself. But I definitely struggle with it on a daily basis, and I'm not really sure how to fix it. I mean, I've talked in therapy about it. I've tried to be a little bit nice to myself. Have I been successful? Not really. Even in just like conversations with other people, I will be like, oh my God, my hair looks awful. Like I put on this headband because my hair looked awful. And I'm like, wow, my hair looks awful with this headband. And it's just those negative self-talk and thoughts that just permeate your mind. And they just stick and just make you feel horrible about yourself. And that's just one of those things where I have not, I've not overcome it. And I don't know if I ever will. I'd like to, regardless of actually thinking that, okay, if I lose a bunch of weight, then like my body image is going to be magically better, which is not, that's not the case. As you can be at various weights and sizes, your body image can be good, can be bad. People who are at a lower weight, might have just as bad of body image issues and self-image issues as those at higher weights. And so it's not all about weight. Of course, there's other things that, come in mind when you think about body image, just your face, how your face looks, your hair, your eyes, your eyebrows. Like I got my eyebrows microbladed because I was like super anxious about them looking horribly. And I don't know. It's a struggle. That's really the conclusion that I can come to, is that I just really struggle with my body image, and it just makes my mental health so much worse. For example, when I was trying some mental health medications that made you gain weight, that was like a super trigger for me. Like they really increased my appetite. And so I would like eat a bunch, and then I would just feel so bad about myself. I would be like, oh my God, why am I eating this much? And it's just like a really vicious cycle where I was not able to stay on that medication because of the side effects. And, I'm not saying you should stay on a medication if it has bad side effects for you, but it's just one of those things where it really directly impacted my mental health, because I wasn't able to even try that medication because it was just making me feel so bad about myself and just like worsening my depression. And that's the thing with, my negative body image of myself, is that I really, when I say it's a trigger for me, it really does just worsen any kind of depressive thoughts I have. You get in that mindset where it's like you think you're the worst person in the world. I haven't done my dishes. I also haven't lost weight. I haven't done yoga in 3 months, or whatever it might be for you. It's a struggle, and that's another struggle on my other YouTube channel, Yoga with Marcie. I haven't done yoga in a few months, and I've gained significant weight, and I'm really self-conscious about it, because it's one thing to be on camera, on video to all of you, just in this view, but it's also another thing to be like full body shots doing yoga in front of, the whole world, is a little intimidating, especially not knowing if any of my yoga clothes are going to fit. And that's why I haven't done it in a while. And it's really impacted my life, because yoga is a big joy for me, and it brings a lot of benefits to my mental health. But just feeling bad about myself and not knowing if I'm going to fit in my yoga clothes or how I'm going to look in my yoga clothes, and not feeling confident about my body, has made me, not want to do yoga, and not want to, post videos that I know help me and hopefully help other people as well. And again, it's even difficult just posting these videos, and again, looking at through my thumbnails and realizing like what my face looks like. And I hope this isn't too depressing for you all. I just like want you to know that if you are feeling this way, that you are not alone, and that it's just, it is a struggle, and I see you, because it is so difficult. I don't think people talk enough about how much body image and mental health are intertwined and how much it makes a really big impact on people's mental health conditions and how they're feeling based on how they see their bodies. And it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I'll just lose weight and I'll be fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean that your, view of yourself is going to improve, or also that that's the answer. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to be healthy or lose weight or anything like that. That's, up to you on your own terms. But it's all about, how can we start to love ourselves? How can we love our bodies as we are, and still work to improve at the same time without putting ourselves down? And that's the thing where, if I don't do my exercise, if I don't do yoga, X number of times a week or at all for 3 months, then I just feel really bad about myself for not doing it. And I imagine there's other people out there who are feeling bad about themselves for not exercising. I mean, I just ate a whole bag of candy like right before I filmed this. And I feel bad about myself because I'm like, wow, I'm a terrible person. Now I'm like, definitely not going to lose weight. I'm going to gain 300 pounds more and then like turn into a whale. And like, these are the negative thoughts that go through my mind. And it's really dangerous because once you get enough of these negative thoughts about how you're the worst person in the world and you just, are not worthy, then those are where those depressive thoughts can become, near crisis or crisis situations. And that's, of course, not what we want. We don't want anyone to be in a crisis situation. We don't want anyone to have these negative thoughts about ourselves, but it's just so easy to do, when we look at other people on social media, on Instagram, you see all these models or on movies and TV, and then you just compare yourself to them and you're just not good enough. That's how you feel, or that's how I feel anyway. I don't know how you feel. But I just really I just wish it was easier. I wish I had some sort of solution for you all of like, oh, these are like the 10 tips I can do in order to improve your body image, because like I haven't figured it out. If anyone has any like genuine advice for how they have felt better about their bodies and themselves, their self-image, like please comment them below. I'm just speaking for all of us in this community, we would love to hear those, me specifically, because I am on the struggle bus and I don't know when I'm going to get off, but I know that at least at a minimum, I acknowledge that it's a problem and that it's not healthy. And I just wish there was, again, some sort of easy solution for us that you could just do this and you feel better. But I do highly recommend, if I haven't talked about it before, definitely going to therapy. That's something that a therapist is really trained to talk to you about, body, self-image. What's interesting, or perhaps detrimental, is that I actually don't talk about my body or my self-image in therapy, which is really telling. I talk about a lot of things, but I really don't talk about it because it's even too traumatizing to talk about in therapy. That like I don't want to like be like, I don't know how to describe it. Like this video is hard enough talking about it with you all. I try to just like bury it deep down in my brain, but I don't talk to my therapist about how I feel bad about my weight and gaining weight and how I've gone through my clothes and none of them fit and things like that. But I would highly, highly encourage you to talk to your therapist about that. Talk to your friends, a trusted friend or family member that you feel like you can really talk to about it. And make sure that the person you talk to isn't about just like, well, just lose some weight and you'll feel better, or just, get your eyebrows done and feel better, or change your hair color and you'll feel better. Like that's not the solution. It's about how can we feel better about ourselves from the inside out, not from the outside in. And that's a real struggle. But I just wanted to bring it up that like I don't even talk to my therapist about my body image issues, and that's something that I really should be doing, because then I could start working through them and really starting to, make an impact on my mental health, because it's just, I don't know, it's just so taboo. It's such a like an embarrassing topic to bring up, to be like, oh, I hate how I look. I like hate all the things about me. It's just such, I don't know why it's so hard to talk about. But yet so many of us struggle with it, especially with New Year's resolutions, the new year. I'm sure a lot of people are trying to make New Year's resolutions to lose weight or, feel better about themselves. But it's just really, it's so much harder than just making a change on the outside. But how do we make that change on the inside? And like I said, I don't know the answer. I just know that it is very difficult, and you're not alone in this struggle. So please, please feel free to leave any comments, messages for me. I would love to hear from you, just to see, how you're doing, how you're coping. If you have any coping mechanisms that might be helpful to others in the community, I would just really appreciate it, because this topic is really, really personal to me and is very much hits home, which is why I have avoided talking about it for so long. I actually did write a blog about it maybe a couple months ago, and it was really hard to write the blog about it and put it out for the world to see. So if you want to hear me do one of my read with me's where I go through a blog that I've written, obviously this is a more recent blog. I usually go through older blogs, but if you want me to read that to you all, I would be happy to do so. Just let me know if you're interested in the comments down below, and I will do that if you are. But yeah, it's just been a real struggle trying to figure out, where do I need to make a change? Where is there something that I need to do, from a medication standpoint? Like if I got on a medication that doesn't make me gain weight, would that be helpful? If I didn't have a chronic condition that made me not be able to move a lot, would that be better? If I did yoga 5 times a week, would that make it better? But I really think, honestly, at my core, that body image issues and the way we feel about ourselves is really not about making those outside changes. I feel like if we can feel good about ourselves from the inside, that's where we can really make the most impact. Because honestly, even if I lost 50 pounds tomorrow, I honestly don't think I would feel better about myself. I don't think I would, because I wouldn't have changed anything on the inside. I wouldn't have changed my feelings, my emotions, how I react to my body, how I see myself. I would just continue that train of, there's always something better on the other side. There's always something more we need to be doing, comparing ourselves to other people. Like, it would never be enough. And that's why, if we can heal ourselves on the inside, I know I sound a little like hippy dippy, but I really do believe that it's, internal work that we can do on ourselves, on our self-esteem, that can really help us hopefully feel better about ourselves and get off this dang struggle bus. Like, who is ready to get off the struggle bus? Like, I'm ready to get off the struggle bus. So really let me know any thoughts you have about this topic. Again, it's been really personal. If you have any specific questions for me, I can always do a follow-up to this video. If there's other things that you're interested in hearing about, just let me know. But yeah, this has been really difficult to share, but I would love if anyone wanted to share their personal experiences. I'm hoping that this will at least help normalize the idea of body image, self-image, and talking about our bodies and how we feel about ourselves. And hopefully it will, push us all on the journey of self-healing. And hopefully we can, like I said, get off this dang struggle bus. But anyway, I really appreciate anyone who stuck around and is going through, something similar. I feel you, and just appreciate you so much. So thank you so much for watching, and stay well, my friends.